So here I want to concentrate on the Aftermath Foundation issue and clarify a few things because this has come up in the comments. Is Leia involved? No. As far as I know, she has nothing to do with the day-to-day workings. She's not on the board. However, there is a link. She has endorsed the foundation. I think, and I want to be careful, I'll double check. She endorsed it while Aaron was part of the foundation. So it is tied to Mike Rinder, but to be fair, she was endorsing the foundation when Aaron had played a bigger role. But let's get to, I think, the main event, which is the question of, are we being too harsh on Mike Rinder? After all, he's suffering from cancer. We should be very empathetic. Well, I agree. We should be sympathizing with his plight. I just don't see how that's relevant. He's suffering from cancer. I will, act of good faith, believe he is suffering from cancer. I don't know that he is. Dark Tony has questioned he's even sick. I think that's a little too brutal. I will presuppose he is genuinely sick. So at least that explains, well, why isn't he in LA helping the protests? Well, he's still a very sick man. So him not being as active in the protest scene, that's fine. I don't judge him on that. But in terms of people using this as a shield, that, well, we should be concerned with his feelings. He's a very old man with cancer. That's not relevant. There are many old Scientologists. They're pretty brutal, vicious people. You can be an old Scientologist. You could still be a brutal person. I mean, Tom Cruise is old. He's a very old man now. Do we stop criticizing him? Didn't he get injured on the set of Mission Impossible? Like, his leg really got hurt. So what? We can still criticize him. There was this very good documentary on Scientology recently released, and one of the sections actually dealt with this, where this woman didn't get the proper treatment for cancer because of Scientology. She, to me, is more of a real victim. So is Mike Rinder a victim? Yes, in a way. I think we want to be careful with bringing up his disease or sickness. Those are relevant factors, but shouldn't stop us from criticizing him, at least in my humble opinion. And finally, the bigger question, of course, is Leia and how to proceed forward. Should we judge her based on her association? I think so. He is a co host. I still assume good faith on Leia's part. I think she's been very consistent. Has she told us the whole truth? Maybe not. I don't think that discredits her. But yes, they have been doing some gaslighting. It's not total, and Aaron does the same thing, right? He does focus on certain victims, certain other victims he doesn't focus on. And again, it's your own platform to a certain degree. That's legitimate. But the Aftermath Foundation is a public foundation, it is a charity. So, us acting like watchdogs is perfectly fine. I would say in the future, we should just bring up these questions in a very respectful manner to Leia. Even though she doesn't have control of the foundation, she is supporting someone who is now heading the foundation. So, if we're going to be critical of Ashton Kutcher and his ties to Danny Masterson and his questionable charitable activities, right, in the past, we should be equally harsh with Mike Rinder and unfortunately Leia. And we'll have to see in the future whether she separates from Rinder or we get a more clear accounting of what's happening. But again, I still believe Leia has good intentions, but again, it is proper and legitimate to question these associations and what is going on with, again, a charity that is taking money technically from the taxpayers. I think that's perfectly fine. We just need to do it in a very civil manner. That's all.